Hi there, I would like to introduce you to PhotoGoFer software for managing your camera trap photos. This software was developed by the Rapid Imaging software company, and today I'm just going to show you a brief tutorial about what PhotoGoFer is and how PhotoGoFer works. Now, PhotoGoFer was designed specifically with biologists in mind. It was designed to help you extract all the valuable geographical and biological information associated with your photographs and storing them in one centralized database to help extract these data at a later stage and also store them on a more permanent basis. This data will then be exported into a user-friendly CSV format spreadsheet that you can then use for importation into one of your preferred statistical programs for analysis. Now, PhotoGoFer does this in 3 easy steps. Firstly, the data gets imported, whereupon the photographs get renamed and the photos get geotagged. Hereafter, you as the user tag your photographs with the relevant biological information, which could include species, individuals, and also the ability to create your own custom tags to add additional information. And lastly, the data then gets exported into the CSV format. Now I would like to show you how PhotoGoFer works by using an example. This is PhotoGoFer over here, and this white space is reserved for where your photographs will pop up. The first step is importing the photographs. Click on the Import Images tab, and under this tab you will see there is a name, grid, and position dropbox. These are related to the physical position of your camera and have been designed in such a way that it's easy to query this data based on the hierarchical structure of these 3 drop-down boxes. Firstly, you'll have the site level, and this site level can be broken down into as many different grid positions as you'd like, and the grid can then be broken down into as many different camera locations as you like. The camera location or position contains the actual physical coordinates of your camera traps. These coordinates can be in either UTM or decimal degrees. Now, after this has been established, you can click on the Open folder and find the physical locality of your photographs. It is important that all photographs from the same site be stored in the same folder, as they should be brought in as one folder. Over here I created a little folder called Test 1TA, and within this there are 6 images. Click OK. And the first thing you'll see is that it says it's loaded 6 images. At the bottom, you will also see that these 6 images have popped up in what is known as the film strip view, where you can have one streak of photographs at the bottom there. Now, importantly, this information has only been uploaded, and now the next step is to actually geotag each of the photographs. In order to do this, we'll click on the Name tab, which I've added manually before. So if I click on Name, created a little site called Test, go down to Test. I've only got one grid in that site and only one position. Only got one grid in that site and one position within that grid. Once I'm happy with that information, I click Import All. The program will then warn me to make sure that the associated site information are correct for this bunch of photographs. Once I'm happy, I click Yes. Now, you'll see again at the top bar there, the green bar has been loaded, and it shows that 6 of the photographs have been imported. These are now permanently stored in the database, and you don't have to import them again. If you didn't tag any of these photographs, you can always go back and search for them based on the image search. Now the next step is tagging the photographs. To tag the photographs have to be selected. To select the photographs, you merely click on them in the film strip view. So if I click on this male kudu over here and the jackal next to it, you will see that both of these images are highlighted in light blue, and you can also see that out of your 6 images, 2 are selected. To deselect them, I then click on deselect all. Currently, I just want to tag the information for this black-backed jackal over here. So I'm going to select this photograph. Once selected, I go to the Tag tab, click on it, and under this tab you'll see numerous tagging options. Group, Individual, Predation, and Comment are all standard with PhotoGoFer. The rest are manual tags that I've added myself. For the purpose of this photo, I'll use the group. Now, the group tag allows you to tag the number of males, females, juveniles, and indeterminate animals in each of your photographs for a specific species. Once you've added a species to the database, it'll be part of the database on a permanent basis. To add one, you simply click on Add, and you put in the scientific name and the common name of the species of interest. I'm not going to do that now because my database is already populated. So to find jackal, I'll simply click on species, common name, and start typing in black-backed jackal. I'll pick it up automatically, select that species, and then, because I don't know the sex of this animal, click 1 next to indeterminate. Now let's say I wanted to add additional information based on any of the other tags, I could do so. Let's say in the comment section this jackal had mange and I was interested in recording that, I could simply type in mange into the comment box. Now, if I'm happy with this tag, I scroll down to the bottom and click Apply Tags to the selected photos. Once I've done this, two things happened. Firstly, the photograph that was tagged was deselected after tagging, and in the bottom right hand corner of the photograph there's a green circle with a right tick mark and the number 2. This number 2 indicates that there are 2 tags associated with this specific photograph. To see the tagging information of this specific photograph, I can go to the image info and see under comment that I've typed in mange, and the species group is black-backed jackal. Now, to avoid further confusion, I'm going to remove this tag photograph out of my set of photos. Going to Options, Show, and go Only Untagged. Now I can only see the photographs that haven't been tagged in this dataset. The most powerful tool in PhotoGoFer is the ability to multi-tag. This is based on the idea that all of the photographs have similar information. Like the 5 photographs I have here, all of male kudus. Given that I don't want any specific additional information on each photograph, I can tag them all together in one go. I'm simply going to select all 5 of the images. Once selected, I'll go to Group, type in Greater Kudu, and tick 1 next to every photograph, and click Apply. And there you have it, all 5 of the photographs tagged in one go. This is very handy considering that on a good day I can manage to tag between 600 and 1,000 photographs per hour. Now, once all your photographs have been tagged, it should show it's empty at the bottom of the film strip, or if you didn't select the untagged photos option, you'll have a green tick box next to each one of your photos. The next step is exporting. When you click on the Export tab, you get all images and get all tags. Because I have 80,000 photographs, all images will take a bit long. So we're going to do a specific image search and query out the data that we've just tagged. So under image search, I'll click the drop down box. There are various options there. I'm selected image because I want to go on a site level, and at image I can merely go down to site and I select test. Now the querying is very powerful, as I can break this down even further, but because I only really have one grid associated with test, I don't need to break it down any further. So once I'm happy with that information, I can click on the find button and it should show that 6 images are in the database. Now once it's shown that it's detected 6 images, I click on export all, and the associated image information for those photographs will pop up automatically. This includes the date that the photograph was taken based on the EXIF data of the camera, and also includes the geo-referenced information that was specified for this photograph during the import stages, as you can see at the back here. Now to get the biological information, I click Get All Tags, and all of the associated tag information will pop up too. The Select Columns feature basically allows you to select which columns you want to export and which you don't want to. Assuming that we want to keep all of this information, I'm going to keep them ticked on, and at the back here you can see that out of my 6 photographs, 5 of them were greater kudu and 1 was black-backed jackal, so it's the right data set. And now the last part involves saving this data into a specific folder or directory, and the data gets saved as a CSV file. Once I'm happy, I click Save, and the data has been exported. So this is just a basic introduction to PhotoGoFer. Thank you for listening.